Hello, and welcome to today's practice. And today's practice is all around exploring the idea of circles. So often in our life, we think in a very linear fashion that we have to get from A to B, and somehow we'll arrive one day wherever it is we're supposed to be. But the reality, of course, is just as in nature, we always are moving in circles and cycles. We go round and round and round and round again. And of course, we're always shifting and changing. So let us bring this notion of circles and cycles into our yoga practice today. And we'll begin by sitting in a very comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. And that could include lying down. So if you are sitting up like I am at the moment, just circle your shoulders back to begin with. Lift them all the way up to the ears. Feel the shoulder blades sliding down, and then rest your hands upon your knees, your thighs, or beside you. Then close your eyes. And we're beginning with a very specific breath practice called circular breathing. So often we can emphasize the pause between our inhales and exhales. With this practice, we focus on the continuous circle or cycle. So as you breathe in through the nose, little lift of the upper chest. Let the out breath cycle through when it's ready. End of exhale, breathe back in again. And cycle out. And if as you begin this practice you find it hard to settle, you might add a little movement of the hand just to help visualize the breath. So as we inhale, we move the hand in a circle up. And as we exhale, we move the hand in a circle down, a semicircle. You might do that with both hands. But it's not really about circling the wrist. It's about helping visualize the circle. So inhale up, exhale down. Just do that about 4 to 5 more times, just letting everything circle through you, thoughts, emotions, feelings. And then let the hands rest on your thighs now and allow the eyes to open. So adding circles now to the body more, we're going to start to circle the waist. And then as the Sufi grind, just really easy into the back. As you exhale, tilt back and draw your belly in. As you inhale, just allow that heart to blossom open. And then change the direction of your circles. And at this early stage of the practice, we're just gathering intelligence, really. So see how your cycle is at the moment. Are you full of energy, full of beans and optimism, inspiration? Or are you having one of those, can't be bothered to get up today? Because these are all circles that we go through. Let the circles come in smaller and smaller. We always think we're stuck, but actually things are always moving through. And as these circles now spiral inwards, let's just once again find the length in our spine. And now as we inhale, circle the arms out to the sky. As you exhale, circle them back down again. Still moving with breath. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll just lean back to change the cross of our legs because we will all be creatures of habit. Now as we inhale, take the right arm up towards the sky and tilt to the left. And then circle the right arm in front of you and all the way back up again. Again, just bringing those circles in. This time, keep the right arm over your ear. Maybe the left arm comes down the forearm and just lengthen from right waist to right fingers and breathe a circle of breath into the right waist. And just think these circles of breath were breathed in by our ancestors. It's that breath, the life cycle connects us, circles, cycles, all that have come before us. And as we breathe in, come all the way over to the other side. And again, just circle that left arm. And extend the arm up and over and just breathe into the left side of the body. Inhale, we rise up, and now we take the right hand across us with the left fingers behind us. We start to twist into the body, elongate the spine upon your inhale. Exhale, draw belly to spine, look over left shoulder. And now let's add a little circle of the head. Move your left ear to the left shoulder. Circle the chin forward. Right ear to right shoulder. Circle the head back. And do one more of those very slowly. You never want to throw the head back because of the arches there. And the next time you're looking over that left shoulder, just breathe. And breathe out everything that's gone, everything that's passed. Breathe in a new cycle of energy. Exhale, let it go. And let's come over to the other side. Left hand down, right fingers behind, grow tall on inhale. Exhale, drop the right ear to the right shoulder. This time take the head slowly back. The little arches are in the back of the neck. Be gentle. And then just pause as you look over that right shoulder. Maybe you twist a teeny bit more as you breathe. And we come back. So let's go on to all fours now and spread those hands so wide as they come underneath your shoulders and have the knees underneath your hips. And let's bring the movement of circles now into our other back body as well. So start to circle over the wrists and bum over heels. So circles are much more fluid, less rigid than the kind of linear movements. Let's change the direction of those circles. And now try the infinity loop, the figure eight. I feel like you're doing the figure eight of your chest on the floor, and that will automatically circle the hips. And again, the infinity loop is that reminder that we just keep going round and round. And when we learn that there's nowhere to get to, we might actually start enjoying where we are. Sometimes let's change the direction of those loops. And let's come onto all fours. So as we take that right leg back now, let's press into the right heel, the center of the heel, as we elongate the spine, gaze forward and just come forward onto the toes, kick back into the heels. So starting to bring a little bit of energy into the calves. And now that right leg comes, let's sweep it up so it's level with the hip. The toes are down and just slowly circle your ankles. And especially on cold days, you often get cracks and pops. So circling the joints can be really good, especially if they're arthritic. Let's bring that right foot forward now, outside the right hand. And we're just going to take the fingers in front of the foot as we drop our left thigh. And then we're going to come back and we're going to take this into a circle. So doing a little circle with the hips and the knees. And now take the right hand to the thigh, press it forward as you circle the left arm up. Take it behind you and drop back down again as you circle it back. So mobilizing the shoulders. Next time that left arm comes up, press your right knee into center as you lean to the side and just take a deep breath into the left waist. Soften shoulders, soften face, one more. Now the hands come inside the foot and we're going to sweep that right foot all the way around so it's behind the left foot. You might need to adjust the left leg a little bit. And again, another circle. Sweep the right arm up and then circle it around the body. And just keep breathing those beautiful circles of breath that have connected us to everything that's past and future generations. Inhale, sweep the arm up. Let's lift the right leg up too now if we can and reach under the fingers, reach into the foot and just breathe. And let's come down to all fours. Take a moment to land. Let's do a little bit of cat and cow now, more linear. Inhale, heart rises. Exhale, press the floor away. Inhale, lengthen, extend. Exhale, press the floor away as you round into the upper back. And do that 2 more times, matching your cycle of breath. And then let's do all of that on the other side. So I'm just going to face the camera. Breathing in, the left leg comes back. Sorry, no, it doesn't. The heel comes back to you. So lengthen the spine forward as you come forward and back. Keep that breath so full, so fluid. Left leg lifts. And again, we're circling. So notice the cracks, notice the pops. And bring the left foot forward. So again, first we come forward and back a little bit. We're exploring dropping that right thigh closer to the earth. And then we start to do little circles out. So just gathering intelligence around how tight our hips are today. And then the left hand presses that left thigh down. We're circling the right arm up. We follow our gaze as we take it behind us, and then we come forward again. And then this time, as the right hand comes down, we sweep the left leg back and we lift the left arm. And again, we circle. It's just a continuous flow of movement. But of course, movement is how we release our blockages, everything that gets a little bit stuck. Left arm rises now. Let's lift our left leg and just be expansive as we breathe. And the left hand comes down. And then we make our way up into Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Heels towards the earth, long, long arms. Let's lift up the heels. Exhale, we press the heels down. 2 more times. And then drop into stillness as you observe the cycles of your breath again, the cycles. So breathing in, breathing out. Let's come forward now to a push-up, a plank pose. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, press yourself back into dog. And do that matching your breath. Notice, is the breath even? And then next time we come forward, let's drop onto our knees. Lower down, almost like a reverse curl. Take your thighs down, your hips, your chest, and then the forehead. Breathe in there. Breathe out, drop yourself into the earth. And for today, just take your fingertips off the sides of your mat. So as if your little spider fingers press into the fingertips, and then roll the shoulders back as you start to lift the head, chest. Exhale, come back down again. So a little bit more circly as you loop the shoulders back. The head eventually lifts. Then you exhale down. And now try alternative shoulders. Roll the left shoulder back. Look over your left shoulder. Come back down again. Roll the right shoulder back as you look over the right shoulder. And just do 2 or 3 more of these kind of loopy cobras. Probably way more loopy than a cobra, to be honest. And let's take the hands down. Press yourself back up into downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Relax and release the breath out. Do that 1 more time. Then lift up your heels, look forward. You might be ready to hop, or you might walk towards the front of the mat. Breathe in as you take a long spine. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, take a long spine. Exhale as you fold. And with a soft bend in your knees now, open and circle the arms out and up, greeting this brand new day. Exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment there in Anjali Mudra. Big deep breath in. As you exhale, consciously press to the feet. And let's do some sun salutations. There's a lot of circles in these. So inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, circle the arms down as you fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step back with the left leg. Drop the left knee. Just for today, breathe in and circle the arms behind you and up, opening the shoulders. Inhale to the top of the fingers. Exhale, hands down, back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, come forward. Exhale to lower. Inhale, rise up into cobra. Exhale to fold. Breathing in, let's come back to downward facing dog. Take a breath.
Breathe it out. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left foot forward, right knee drops. Circle the arms back. Inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Back foot steps in. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms circle out and up. Let's continue the loop. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right leg steps back. Right knee drops. Inhale, arms circle up. Exhale, hands come down, back into downward facing dog. Big breath in as you come forward. Exhale, lower to the earth. Inhale, lift the heart. Maybe there's an up dog now. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, right foot comes through, left knee drops. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, hands down, step the back foot in. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, come to a fold and stay there. Have a little bend in your knees and just sway your hips. So circling through the sun salutations, coming back to standing on the ground. So you might need a brick now, or a book or a soup can. Take the brick in front of you. Bend your right knee. As you inhale, lift your left elbow, then the left wrist, and circle it in front of you. Feel like you're leading with the elbow. A different sensation in the joints. One more. And drop halfway, pause. Bend the left knee now. Lift your right elbow and the right wrist. Circle it round. Right wrist. Circle it round. Final time. And pause at the bottom. Take a deep breath in. With a little bend in the knees, let's open those arms all the way up to the sky again. Exhale, hands to your heart center and drop into the stillness here. And then hold on to your hips, feet slightly wider than hips width apart, and just start to circle. So a little bend, nothing too, doesn't have to be rigid, doesn't have to look a certain way, just sway the hips. This is so good for our lower back when we circle the waist. Take it to the other side. And then come into a little bit more of a squat. So I'll face the camera. Perhaps feet are slightly off your mat now. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands through center, like a coffee percolator. Inhale. Maybe you drop deeper in the squat. Final time. This time, as the hands come down, we follow. So the hands come to the ground. We start to straighten the legs, parallel the feet now. And just let the head have a little dangle there. Press the weight into your heels and simply breathe. Sigh the breath out. Breathing in, cycle of life. Breathing out, whatever doesn't serve. Maybe there's a thought looping around, just notice. Slowly come up now, hands to hips, all the way to stand. Step back to the front of the mat. So we're going to come through a flow now. We're going to circle through it twice. First, very slowly. Second, we're going to speed it up. So standing at the front of your mat, inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, come to a fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step back, downward facing dog. 2 deep circles of breath. Perhaps you can visualize drawing a circle with the breath. And now lift up your right leg, bend your right knee, firm up your left arm and circle that right knee. And they can be little circles or big circles. Just really feeling what's going on in your hips. Do 2 one way to the other. And building a lot of strength here as well. And next time that right leg comes back, gaze forward and take the right foot between the hands. And then just pause with your fingers behind you like an aeroplane. Lean forward, take a deep breath into the right hip. And then circle the arms up as you straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the right knee as you bring the arms back down again. So we're kind of circling the body as well as the arms. Do 2 or 3 of these. Next time we're up, lift the arms, interlace your palms, lift the heels of the hands towards the sky and just circle the lower back. We really have to press into our feet to keep our balance. Now, as we get to the top, circle the opposite direction in the upper back. And now take this interlace of the hands to the left, right thigh and lean forward. And this might be where you stay, or you might lift up the left leg and press the right thigh back with your hands, Vinyasa. Whoops, nice and wobbly there. There we go, breathing in and breathing out. So we're using the arms to help traction the spine. Now drop your left heel and open up into Warrior Two. And just take a moment there in Warrior Two as you observe the next 2 cycles of breath. Now lift the arms up, hold on to your right wrist and lean your body back. So just coming into a reverse warrior, breathe into the right wrist. And then come back to Warrior Two. Take a deep breath. And now this is called Dancing Warrior. As you inhale, take the arms overhead, feet parallel. Now we're in Warrior Two to the back of the mat. Inhale, arms up, feet parallel, back to the front of the mat. Do that one more time. And we're not rushing. Pause in your Warrior Two. Now lean back, right arm lifts all the way up overhead as you reverse your warrior. And now the forearm comes to the thigh and the left arm lifts all the way up and over. And we're circling again. Left arm comes to the ground, behind you, to the sky. One more time. This time as the left arm comes over the ear, just keep it there. Pick up your left waist and lean your body back into side angle pose. 2 breaths. And now one more smooth circular breath. Inhale, we rise up, Warrior Two. Frame your front foot with your hands and let's cycle through our vinyasa. Smoothly coming forward. Exhale, we lower. Smoothly lifting. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Come back to the breath. It may have lost its smooth edges. And here we are, full cycle. We're back again, just where we were a short time ago. Notice everything that's shifted. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, left knee bends. Circle the left knee round. Change the direction of your circles, smooth and slow. This is how we build strength. And let's take the leg through. And as the foot lands, just hold with the fingers a little bit. And then circle the arms back. Straight leg. As we exhale, we lean forward and we circle the arms back. We're just circling the body, pressing into the feet. So next time we're leg is bent, arms lift, interlace the palms the wrong way. So just look up and re-interlace them. Lift the heels of the hands. Take a deep breath in. This time, circle the upper back. Thoracic spine. And then start to circle the lower back in the opposite direction, the lumbar spine. And then lengthen the spine. Inhale. Take the hands to the thigh again. So again, we might press that right heel back and lean forward. This is a good shape. Or we might choose to lift the leg. Press the thigh bone back with the hands and keep the spine long and just find the breath again. And we gracefully land in Warrior Two. Take the arms out, gaze forward and just observe the cycles of your breath. And then lean up. So the left arm lifts, we hold on to the wrist and then we tip back and we breathe. One more. And then release the grip. Take the forearm to your thigh and circle the right arm forward. And then next time that right arm is up and over, just pause, reach from the outer right foot to the right fingers and take 2 full cycles of breath. Inhale, warrior 2. Inhale, feet parallel, arms overhead. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back. With breath, inhale, rise, foot turns. Exhale, comes back. One more with your breath pattern. To the back. And back again, full circle, back to the front. Let's sweep that right hand back, come back through our vinyasa. Breathe in forward. Exhale to lower. Inhale to rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to do that through one more time, but much one breath per move. So see if you can follow me. If you can, keep the breath full and smooth. Breathing, right leg rises. Exhale, right knee bends. Inhale, circle out. And again, the other way. Inhale, right leg extends. Exhale, right foot comes forward. Breathe in, arms sweep up, straight right leg. Exhale, bend right knee as you circle forward again. Inhale, interlace palms, lift high, lift high. Exhale, circle one way in the lower back. And then circle into the upper back. Next inhale, grow a little taller. Exhale, hand to thigh, Digasana. Lift the back leg. Deep breath there. Exhale, warrior 2. Unravel the arms. Take a breath in. Exhale, sink deep. Inhale, hold right wrist, heel back. Exhale, move into the space in the right waist. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, inhale, arms up, feet parallel. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front. Take a breath. And come through the flow. So we're really building up heat now in the peak of the cycle. Peak of energy before we rest. Inhale, left leg rises. Circle the left leg one way. Circle the left leg the other way. Extend the leg behind you. Take it between the hands. Inhale, circle the arms back and up. Straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee, circle forward. Inhale, interlace the palms wrong way if possible. Circle the upper back. Notice the breath might have lost its smoothness. Circle the lower back. We are moving really quick. Extend upon the inhale. Hands to thigh. Right leg comes back. Breathe in. Breathe out, land in warrior 2. Interlace the wrist, lean your body back, hold the wrist. And then forearm to thigh, right arm lifts up and over, one circle only. Pause, breathe in. Lift yourself back up, warrior 2. Feet face forward, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back. Inhale. Warrior 2 to the front. One breath. Final vinyasa coming up. Frame your front foot. Back to dog. Come forward. Lower. Lift up. Back to downward facing dog. And feel your breath again. It may well have got lost there. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Look towards the hands. Bend the knees, a little hop or walk. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Bend the knees and sweep those arms all the way up and over. Hands to prayer. And we breathe. Close the eyes, just let everything settle. And then hold on to your hips. So just a little bit more balance.
before we come to the ground. Stand on your right leg, lift up your left heel, and that might be where you stay. You might move the knee side to side, or you might lift up the left knee and start to circle the left hip around. And these can be little circles or big circles, you explore. And then next time that left hip comes around, come into warrior 3. So keep your hands on your pelvis, flex the left foot, and then decide if you keep your hands where they are, you take them to the floor, or maybe you reach back. Just breathe. One more really full cycle of breath. And then very slowly lift up your left knee. Hug that knee in towards your chest, elongate the spine. Hold the knee with your right hand and then unravel your left arm. Pause there as you come into this standing twist. 2 breaths. And then circle the hand back. Take the hand to the knee again. And this time flex your foot as you come into a standing pigeon. So the right foot goes just below the right knee, and we take our hands to prayer. And you maybe stay up, or possibly your fingers come to the ground. It depends what your hips are like. Wherever you are is the right place. Just breathe. And generally, if you're breathing, you're doing the right shape. So it's easy to get really attached to looking a certain way in a pose. It's all about the breath and the mind. We just use the body as a metaphor. So super slowly come back up again, take the foot down, and then just ease side to side. And you might want to circle the right ankle because we were standing on it for quite a long time. Back to center. Close your eyes. Maybe one leg feels longer than the other. We can't have that, can we? So let's do something about it. So let's lift up the left leg as you're standing leg this time. So we're breathing in. Lift up the right knee, and then we start to circle the right knee around. We're moving into our hips again. Once again, extend that right leg behind you. Hold onto your pelvis. Make sure it's nice and level. And then you choose your version of warrior 3. I'm going to have aeroplane arms today, I think. So breathing in and breathing out. Just observe the ever cycle of breath. Slowly bring that right knee up. Hold on to the knee with the left foot and unravel. Right arm comes down. And just take 2 to 3 cycles of breath. Circle the right arm forward. And come into standing pigeon. Flex the foot. Hands to prayer, or maybe hands rest on your shin. Maybe your fingers come to the floor. Let the head be heavy. Breathe into wherever you feel tightness. And once again, slowly come up and drop the foot down. And then just sway a little bit. You might want to circle the ankle that you were standing on there if it feels tight. And come to stillness. One hand to heart, one hand to tummy. Perhaps repeating to yourself, I'm here. And notice everything as it cycles through. The breath, your thoughts, feelings. Everything comes and goes. And then very slowly, we're going to come onto our tummy. So we're going to come into some very still poses now, that are more kind of yin based. You might need a couple of bricks, whatever you have, maybe there's a cushion or two from your sofa. So our first pose is a back bend. It's Sphinx pose. We're going to come down onto our front body, but as floppy as you want. So arms are under your shoulders, elbows under shoulders. You might have your forearms down like I have here. If you're just having one of those days, you might find it nicer to put your elbows down and your fingers to your hairline. So it's still a mild back bend, which are really important for us, all of us really, because we sit too much. So we're not going to be here for a long time. We're going to be here for about 2 minutes. Close your eyes and drop into the stillness. And then again, we watch the circles and cycles of breath. And just notice the mind and where it loops. Often our thoughts are just circular. We have the same ones every day and then we reinforce them. Can we step back and simply witness it all? And then very slowly, let's bring our head down. Make a little pillow with your hands for your forehead and just shake out your hips. So our next pose is just lovely. I think it's called half frog. We're going to bring the right knee out to the side and just take the hands either side as you rest your left ear down. So it feels like the recovery position. It's just a nice little release for the hip. Can you soften around the right glute, the right buttock, the right hip? And just come back to noticing breath. Press the top of the left thigh bone down. Focus on making the next 3 breaths much longer. And each time you exhale, notice where you can just give a little bit in the body, where you can perhaps let go, a place of holding or hardening. And then very slowly start to wiggle the right leg back. You might just want to move a little bit. Sometimes we feel a little bit stuck afterwards. And now let's take that to the other side. So we take the left knee in line with the left hip, the left foot in line with the knee. We drop our right ear down, and then we do nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And this is how we replenish our body's natural energy. The energy knows where it needs to go. And just roll the inner right thigh down a little bit to the earth. Notice which thoughts are looping through and just watch them leave just as they come in. Let them circle through you, cycle through you. Final breath. Make this one the deepest yet. Let a sigh leave you. And then slowly bring the left leg behind you. Wiggle the hips. And then press the hands onto the ground as you slowly come down into child's pose. And these are long hold poses now. We're going into restorative. So you might find you have a cushion on your sofa or your bed and be here for 2 minutes.
take the cushions or whatever you have underneath your chest and take your left ear. So we are going to change the direction of our head halfway through. So just give your body now to the bolster beneath you. And then simply observe the cycles of breath as they move through you. Even breathing in goes to the top of the circle, breathe out to the bottom of the circle. And then just change the direction that your head is facing, bringing a sense of balance to the neck. And then very slowly take 2 more full rounds of breath. And then slowly, slowly lift yourself up. So we're going to come into a forward fold now. These can be quite demanding for our back, so be gentle with yourself. And we're going to take one called caterpillar. So in traditional yoga, we might do a Paschimottanasana where we fold over long legs. But this is much softer because we're here for longer. We're going to take something under our knees and kind of curl ourselves into a quiet space. And you might stack a few pillows up so you can rest on your forearms. You might have more movement in the fold. So like me, you might just be able to come a little further, but do try to support the forehead if you can. And then watch the cycles of breath now into your back body. Deep, deep, full breaths in right to the lower back. And as you exhale, visualize the breath spreading slowly outwards into the ribs, side ribs, all the way up to the back of the neck and the shoulders. Take 3 more full deep breaths. Next breath, make it be a releasing, sighing breath. And very, very slowly come all the way back up. Take a moment there to breathe. And now let's make our way onto our back. So we're going to finish with twists. So bring the cushions or whatever it was there you had just to the right of your hip. And bring both of your knees over to rest. I'm just going to circle the shoulders a little bit just to uncoil them. So begin with your left hand on your right wrist. With your left thumb, do a big circle behind you on the floor. So like a rainbow arc. And as that, slowly make this as well. As the arm comes all the way over, you're in a nice open arm twist. Then we're going to close like a book. Lift the left hand towards the sky. Take it down to the right hand. With the thumb, do a big half circle up and over your head. And then close everything like a book. And just one more of those, please. And this time, sorry, we're going to do one more actually. We're going to do the circle, but we stay there. So as that left arm circles up and over the head, the arm stays out now. Maybe if your neck allows, you're going to look at your left hand. And just breathe. And just again, watch those circles of breath just moving through you. And then super slowly bring your head back to the sky. Bring those knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug. And then just shift the cushions or whatever you had to the left. You might wiggle your hips a little bit to the right first, especially if you've got lower back issues, and then drop the knees over to the bolster. First of all, the right hand sits on top of the left wrist, and then with our thumb, we do that big rainbow unlock. And then we close. And then we rainbow arc that arm up and over. And like a clamshell, we put the right hand up to the sky and rest on the wrist. Circle the arm behind you. Notice your shoulders, because what we're trying to do is uncoil any tension there. Final half circle with the right thumb. Then we keep those arms open wide. We look towards the palm of the right hand, and then we settle here for a few breaths. And again, just notice everything. Let it cycle through. It gives an opportunity to process and release. Bring those knees to center and just do little circles here. So bringing the knees, circling one way. This is a nice way to ease out the lower back. And then circle the knees in the opposite direction. And of course, the final pose in a yoga practice is Shavasana, which means corpse pose, but it doesn't mean we die. It's just a reminder of the constant circle of death and renewal, the cycles, certainly the cycles of nature as we soon will approach autumn. And then, of course, things are reborn. So I'm going to sit up, cross-legged. You lie down. Give yourself this really important downtime. Just as we have the circles and the peaks of energy, we need the time to drop into stillness, to replenish. Allow your eyes to softly close.
And once more, tune into the effortless rhythm of the breath. Cycle of breath coming in, cycle of breath coming out. And try not to let there be a pause between the breaths, just observe the cycles. And this is a very short poem by David White. The circle of the cycle comes round, like the planets orbiting the sun, or the sun orbiting the black hole at the centre of the galaxy. The universe works in circles, and we all end up where we started. Like a yo-yo, we stall and hang where we spin. But God flicks his wrist, and we return to his fold until it's time for another spin. So just now, drop into this quiet space where the world isn't spinning. And just allow the whole body to drop into this stillness. Notice all the sounds that surround you, outside you and within you. And allow whatever it is to cycle through. Thoughts, emotions, just play the role of witness. And just for a few minutes more now, just lie here and breathe in as if your whole body is breathing, your whole body. And just start to lengthen and deepen your breath. And bring your awareness to all the cycles of life you can hear around you, maybe the sounds. Perhaps there are dominant smells. The feeling of touch, the clothes on your body, body on earth. And then slowly, mindfully start to take little circles back to your joints. Maybe circle the wrists, toes. You might choose in this particular cycle that you stay longer here resting. Or you might now bring yourself back up to a seat. And as always, I'm really honoured that you've joined me today. Thank you. Let's finish by circling the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bring everything back to center. Namaste.